Whoa! What's up, everybody? It is Matt, and it is Wild Wednesday. I hope each and every one of you are having a fantastic week thus far. I can't believe it's already hump day. Crap, this week is just flying by so far. Hopefully Thursday goes by a little quicker, goes by quick as well, so we can get to Friday, TGIF. Yes, we always love seeing Friday here. Which, by the way, are you guys watching any great movies this weekend, or got anything planned? Since a lot of stuff is now opening back up, and you can get out and about a little more. We're still practicing a lot of social distancing, of course. Here, a lot of the salons and barbershops are opening back up. I don't know how I necessarily feel about that. I don't think we're ready for that close of contact yet. But that's neither here nor there. I've gone a long time without making any kind of comments about that until today. I can't believe I did. So, anyways, I made my once a month comment about that. But let's move on to today. And first and foremost, I hope all of you guys are having a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk. I hope that you guys are watching some great movies or binge watching some great series this week, or at least getting out and about and having a little fun. At least while time is going by, have a little fun. Come on. And do like, share, and subscribe. I have noticed a few more of your new faces here. That's always lovely. I love seeing each and every one of you. For anybody that's new, anytime that you're interested more in anything about the film that I am giving my silly little opinion about, do look in the description box. I will give you a brief, simple synopsis, cast and director, how long the runtime is, and there will always be a link for either a trailer or a clip of the movie. Now today's movie, the trailer was kind of wonky. It's just kind of a half-assed teaser trailer. There's nothing that happens. It's just a quick, it lasts I think a minute, if that, maybe 30 seconds. It's not very long, and it doesn't give you any kind of feel for what kind of a film it is, which is kind of crappy because most trailers will at least let you know what you're getting into. Now, this one was made in 1988. On the back of the box, it says it runs at an hour and 20 minutes. But when I clicked remote, clicked the little button on my remote to see what the runtime was, it said 1 hour and 23 minutes. So I don't know which to go with, the 1 hour 20 minutes or the 1 hour 23. Just because I know that a lot of that extra 3 minutes is going to be credit sequences. And stuff like that. Nothing really that I could find that was worth the extra couple minutes. I felt like, or I didn't see anything that warranted it. So I just went ahead and left it written as 1 hour and 20 minutes on the thing. So don't crucify me if yours says 1 hour and 23 minutes, because mine does too. Anyways, now this one is 555, by the way. Which I really like this cover artwork. It's very cool. I'm a huge fan of Massacre Video here. They always do some great releases. They do some shot on video stuff, some shockumentary stuff, some older less known releases, much like The Devil and Final Stab. That's one you don't hear a lot about. You don't hear a lot about, what was it? Enter the Devil was another one I believe they did. And I wish they would re-release Voyage to a Goddess. I really need a copy of that one, and I'm not willing to spend that kind of money for one movie. I'm sorry, folks. Over $100 for one movie, that's just redonkulous. Now, let me show you this release first. It's got that nice hot pink, neon pink going on there. You go ahead and open her up, and it is, as usual with Massacre Video, there is a reversible cover artwork, which is always usually the reversible is exactly what the VHS looked like back when it came out back in the day. Since some of these shot-on-video releases, they only came out in certain regions. There's your special features, folks. Yeah, there's a few things on there, not a lot. There was interviews, couple interviews, and then mostly it was I think like 2 trailers were on there. It wasn't very much at all. I remember being slightly disappointed with the special features on this one, just because usually there's a little bit more to it. There's no commentary, which I didn't think there would be one for this one, just because of it is slightly obscure to some people. Some people do not know about it, and some people aren't really familiar with shot on video. Which, by the way, yes, this week is shot on video week, and this one is one that a lot of people often refer to as one of the better ones. I think it's just okay. It's not necessarily the best film shot on video that I've seen. It's okay. What is it about? It's about basically this killer hippie person who every 5 years for 5 days, within 5 days kills a couple that are off like fornicating, God knows wherever, blah blah blah, doing whatever. Which there are some really fun little sleazy sex scenes in here. The gore is pretty fun. The acting is up and down. My favorite character is the Sergeant Connor character. I like him the most because he gives the most he gives the most heart in his performances, because he really puts everything into it, and he's really chewing up some scenery with it. I really liked his character. The hippie killer is kind of stupid in my opinion. He looked like a generic version of the Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi's character in Thou Shall Not Kill, except the killer hippie in that. He kind of looked like if Charles Manson and Ted Raimi had a love child together, and that's what it would be. It was just really bad looking. He obviously had on a fake wig, fake beard, because he's got this like massive beard that eventually someday I would like to grow one like that, but my facial hair doesn't grow in quite as good as that, unfortunately. Anyways, oops. So I accidentally clicked out of my notes. There we go. Boop. Went back into my notes there. And this one stars Lynn Bastian, who she plays a news reporter who is kind of a bitch. She really likes to throw her news reporter status, or not news reporter, her newspaper reporter is what she is. She really likes to throw that around and really emphasize that that's what she does. And she's an alright character, other than, she does exactly what she's supposed to be. You got Charles Fuller in there, Greg Kerouac, Greg Neilson, and B.K. Smith. I believe B.K. Smith was the one that played the Sergeant Connor character. He was, like I said, he was my favorite character in the whole movie. And at one point, he has this gnarly, like, 5 o'clock shadow, and then next thing you know, you see it's all gone. It's like, oh, did the guy shave within that time between the last 2 scenes? If so, that would have, I guess it would have that's the only way it would have made sense. I don't know. It just didn't really. That was one little kind of goofy little plot thing that I was like, well, continuity, not plot, a continuity error that I noticed. He went from being very, very 5 o'clock shadow to nothing, from nothing to very 5 o'clock to nothing, that like within the blink of an eye. It was kind of funny. Now, this, what else is going on with this is directed by Wally Koz, by the way. I almost forgot. This is the only movie I think he ever did, or at least the only one that I know of. Not really too big on this one, to be quite honest. It's, I would say, not the best release massacre video is ever done, but it's also not the worst. I've seen much worse out there. I don't really care for Spine. I think that one is hella boring. Um, Demon Queen's okay. Savage Vengeance is alright. Black Devil Doll from Hell is kind of boring, but I do enjoy it because it is a nice slice of cheese. I did plan on reviewing that one this week, but since I got all my fun stuff from Tony Masiello over at SOVhorror.com, I've been doing nothing but them. This is the only one this week that is not going to be from them. Tomorrow and Friday I will be going back to SOVhorror.com stuff, and I will be doing one more of the Warlock titles, and then one of their earlier releases, one that Tony Masiello worked on himself, actually, one that he directed, which is kind of cool that I'll get to do that one on. I'll do that one on Friday, because I really want to give it a little extra attention, because I feel like it deserves it. All right, guys. Now, what would I give this thing on as far as a rating goes? As far as like a technical side goes, this thing is it's okay. It's kind of a nightmare in ways. It's nothing spectacular. It follows a nice formula. It does it correctly. It doesn't stray from its story or go in any weird directions or present any goofy plot holes in it, other than there is this character that I feel like they should have done a little more with. He's this ex military guy. I forget what his name was exactly, but he is being basically he's one of the main suspects in the movie, and I feel like there should have been a little more with his character, especially when at one point that he ends up he runs and hides. They find him in his house in the basement, hiding in the basement. When it's like, what? Who? I'm so confused why you're hiding in your own basement in your own house. I mean, granted, yes, you are the number one suspect, but when you do things like that, it makes you look even more like a suspect. Like, I understand you want to get out of the light and be free from things for a little bit, but come on, guys. So I'm gonna give this thing on the 1 through 5 scale for the technical side. This thing's only a 2, man. It's not the best. It's got pacing issues. The camera work is okay. Editing is, it's all right. And like I said, the acting it's okay. There's some up and down parts with some of the characters. We could have done with a little more of the sleazy news. The newspaper reporter, played by Marilyn Bastian, could have had a little more of her character. Make sure she's fully clothed though, because there was a small brief scene where you get to see her breastises, and honestly, I was not really impressed, and I didn't want to see them in the first place, so they needed to keep her fully clothed. Oh, I'm sorry, lady. Anyways, so 2 out of 5 on that side. As far as entertainment goes, this thing's very up and down. I find myself like getting bored in places due to its pacing issues. That's why I found myself getting bored. It gets very dull in places. I hate to say it but this is not one of my high recommendations for shot on video films. It's probably bottom rung for me. I'm sorry for anybody that really loves this film. I can see why you love it, because it does have some beauty and a lot of charm to it. It's just not really working as much on me. So I'm gonna give this thing a 3 on the entertainment side. So it's gonna get a 5 out of 10 overall. It's a 5, 5, 5. So we got 5, 5, 5, 5. Yeah. So 4 5s on the 5, 5, 5. So yeah. That's 555. I said 555 a lot here in the last couple of minutes, which is fun. I tried to squeeze that in there as much as I could. 555. Alright, guys, I love your faces as always, and I'll see you tomorrow, and peace!